Back again with another retro history video, guys. It's your fellow Gen Zer, and I'm going to be checking out classic foods of the 1970s. So I'll be very interested to see what kind of weird stuff you guys are eating and what was what was popular during this time. So guys, look, if you're also excited for me to check out this reaction to get a different perspective, consider smashing that like button so I know you guys want to see more. And of course, consider checking out my Patreon for exclusive bonus content. I'm currently doing full episodes of Married with Children on there right now. So if you guys want to support the channel and check that out, then links will be in the description to my PayPal and stuff like that. And Patreon. And guys, of course, continue subscribing and turn on post notifications if you're new, because a lot of you guys are watching these videos and a lot of you guys aren't subscribing. So what are you doing? Subscribe so I can put out some more content like this for you guys. But guys, look, with that being said, let's get straight into this video. Let's go.
The 1970s was a time of change in many ways. It was an era of political turmoil, difficult economic times, and major changes in cars and foods.
Okay.
Packaged snacks became an even more popular item than ever in the 1970s.
Packaged snacks.
Almost every American household was interested in them, and there was a huge variety to choose from.
Really?
Some items were crazy, but some were actually quite good.
Wait, so packaged snacks weren't a thing before? So how were you guys getting your snacks before? Like, you know, just dash them on a plate or something, or straight from the chocolate factory or something? Oh god.
Some items were crazy, but some were actually quite good.
Okay.
Many of them have changed since or have disappeared altogether.
Okay.
Here is a closer look at the classic foods from the 1970s that we all got to enjoy.
Let's see, man.
Brands in the 70s were pretty creative, and they tried really hard to get your attention. The banana flip is a good example of that.
Banana flip?
They were made by a few snack cake brands like Nichols and Mickey's. This was essentially a yellow banana cake that was folded in a half moon and stuffed with cream filling.
What? I've never seen that in my life. Well, that doesn't look good at all.
Banana cake that was folded in a half moon and stuffed with cream filling. It really looked like a cake taco.
Creative, though.
You may have had a favorite snack in the 70s, and there's a good chance that it might have been made by Nabisco. Were you a fan of cheese tidbits?
Tidbits. Never seen that.
These delicious snacks were in a stick form, making them a bit different from the competition. They were sold for quite a while, but they can't be found anywhere now.
Guys, have times changed that much? Because so far, I've not seen any of these ever. And maybe it also might be because I'm in the UK, so maybe it's more of a USA thing. But even then, guys, oh my gosh, this is different. This is so different.
Guess we'll just have to stick with Goldfish and Cheez-Its.
Right. I know.
If you were worried about consuming calories when you snack, then perhaps you tried these. At only 44 calories per stick, they were really as light as gravity in space. They were made by Pillsbury and trademarked in 1970. Wow. This space snack was supposed to be a nutritionally balanced stick of protein, fat, and carbohydrates. They came in 6 flavors such as chocolate, peanut butter, and caramel. They disappeared from the shelves in the 1980s.
Pillsbury food sticks, all balanced nutrition. That looked like a chocolate bar. Are we sure that 44 calories per stick? Are we sure that was correct? Because, hey, fast. I've never seen that though.
Looking at the box design,
you guys let me know if this is actually what is popular, because if it is, then I'm shocked, because times must have changed.
And today, it reminds me of something you would see on a box of dog snacks.
Right.
In the 70s, there was a serious war going on between cereals. Baron von Redberry was a cereal created by General Mills around 1972 that featured a World War I era German pilot.
Okay.
It was presumably modeled after the real Red Baron, Manfred von Richthofen.
Wow.
The cereal itself consisted of berry-flavored oat cereal with sweet berry marshmallows, and it tasted strongly of fruit punch. Baron von Redberry was the nemesis of Sir Grapefellow, which was the mascot of another General Mills cereal brand.
Okay, surely this was like an intentional thing where they purposely made these designs as if like they're going against each other, like kind of similar to like the war and stuff. I don't know, a grapefruit one and a red berry one. Those look insane, but yeah, I've never seen those before.
In their rivalry over which one was better, Redberry would proclaim,
Yeah,
Baron
you guys let me know which one you thought was better.
von Redberry is der berry goodest, and Grapefellow would counter with, Sir Grapefellow is the grapest.
What? Grapist is
Another
crazy.
interesting cereal from the
Do you know how even grapist nowadays is a term that people use to not say the R word because you'll get flagged? So grapist sounds crazy to me. That sounds like, you know, the RAPE word, but they're trying to. That is crazy.
Grapefellow is the grapest.
Say that in 2024. That's
Another
different.
interesting cereal from the 70s is Crazy Cow. It was first introduced by General Mills in 1976 and came in chocolate or strawberry. They basically took the Kix cereal balls and covered them in chocolate or strawberry powder so you would have this delicious milk to drink afterwards.
That looks
Like
nice, though.
any other cereal of the time, they included different enticements to try to make kids beg their moms for this cereal box. One promotional item was the Star Wars trading cards.
Wow.
These were highly collectible because they offered different cards than what was sold in the packs.
Wow.
Aspen was a clear apple-flavored soda that was sold across the United States by the Pepsi Company. It was first introduced in 1978 but went off the market in 1982. In 1984, PepsiCo...
That looks like Sprite. That looks like Sprite. I'll be real. I haven't seen Aspen before, but it looks like Sprite.
But went off the market in 1982.
What did that
In
taste
1984,
like?
PepsiCo came out with a replacement apple soda under its Slice
Oh,
line.
it's an apple soda.
Long before we had Google, there were Googles. These were made by Dolly Madison in the 70s, and they were a type of snack cake. They also made Cuckoos and Razzies.
What?
Part of their brilliant marketing plan...
Cuckoos, and Razzies. Like, Googoo's, Cuckoos, and it sounds like what baby names. Like, what is that? I've never heard of that.
They also made Cuckoos and Razzies.
They look
Part of their
nice.
brilliant marketing plan included having peanut characters on their packaging, as if a kid needed any more help enticing him to have a snack or two of sweets.
Googles, Cuckoos, and
Cuckoos were essentially ding-dongs, and Razzies were a yellow cake version of Cuckoos. Googles are a little bit more difficult to describe. I never had one nor saw one in the store. I did try to Google Googles, but I didn't see too much on them. Nearest I could tell, they were yellow cakes with white frosting and possibly cinnamon on top.
Cakes. Okay.
If you ever had one, let us know in the comments what you thought about them.
Yeah, you guys gotta let me know. And again, this is like 5 for 5 things I've never heard or seen before. So I don't know if that makes you guys feel ancient right now, because that doesn't.
They almost seem like the elusive Bigfoot or the Loch Ness Monster. Another product with a crazy name was Kugel. This was a flavored peanut spread marketed by Kraft and released in 1971. It was available in several flavors like chocolate, vanilla, banana, and cinnamon.
Kugel.
The product was meant to be placed on sandwiches, crackers, or anything else that you would put peanut butter on.
Wow.
The best part about it is that it wouldn't make your mouth stick together. Pizza Spins may be a product you remember in the early 70s. They weren't around too long. They launched in 1968 and were pulled in 1975, but their legend lives on. The crispy pinwheel-shaped snack took the flavors of pizza and put it into a chip form.
Wow.
What's better than a chip flavored with cheese, tomatoes, and other spices?
Okay, no, that I'd want to try that. I'd want to try Pizza Spins. I like this. This one here is probably one that I'd go for so far.
But
What's
better than a chip flavored with cheese, tomatoes, and other spices?
Do they do something like that? These like nowadays? Because if they do, I'd love to try something like that.
It's interesting to see the box, though. The pizza has no cheese on it. Can it really be called a pizza with no cheese?
That's a great question from the cocktail.
Remember Toastettes? Long before Pop-Tarts took over the world, there was actually a variety of toaster treats to choose from. Toastettes originally came out in 1967 from Nabisco, but were readily available in the 70s.
I like this.
Some people preferred them over Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, I was about to say, I've been to America and I've tried Pop-Tarts. I did a vlog on my reaction channel that I have with my sister, on my channel with my sister, and we tried Pop-Tarts. And I can't, just by looking at these Toastettes, I would rather try these, I'll be real. These look a little bit more up my alley. I like it.
They had a thin crust, warm center, and a light sprinkle of sugar on top. They were a great way to get your morning started.
Well, get me one of those.
These left the market in 2002.
Really?
Donka toaster pastries came out in the late 60s but remained somewhat popular throughout the 70s.
Nah, get
They
me
had
one of
stiff
those.
competition with other toaster breakfast items, but they were supposed to be better. They seemed to be marketed towards the middle-aged person who wanted more of an actual Danish pastry with buttery, flaky pie
Oh,
crust.
that looks nice.
These are certainly one snack that you can't see anymore.
Oh, that looks nice. Yo, I love a pastry. I love a pastry. Get me a Danka. Get me a Danka. Please. Sounds German. Danka.
These are
Danish
certainly
pastry.
one snack that you can't see anymore. In 1976, Danish rings hit the market, and they were actually a replacement for the Danish go-rounds, which broke too easily. These new and
Get me one
improved
of
Danish
those.
rings were made by Kellogg's. They were a bit like Pop-Tarts, but were flakier and oval-shaped. Even though they sounded great, they never really caught on, and they were discontinued in 1980.
Never mind. I don't want it anymore. If you guys don't want it, I don't want it. I'm dead. Yeah, okay. I haven't seen that
Sounded
before.
great, they never really caught on, and they were
That's-
discontinued in 1980.
It reminds me of Cinnamon Swirls.
Remember the Reggie bar? In 1976, while playing in Baltimore, Jackson had said, "If I played in New York, they'd name a candy bar after me."
Fez.
Fast forward to the Yankees' home opener of the 1978 season on April 13th, and that's exactly what happened.
That's just...
The Standard Brands company responded with a circular bar of peanuts dipped in caramel and covered in chocolate.
Ooh.
It was a confection which was originally named the Wayne Bun, and it was made in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Ooh.
The Reggie bars were handed out to fans as they walked into Yankee Stadium. Jackson hit a home run, and when he returned to the right field the next inning, fans began throwing Reggie bars onto the field in celebration. The bar did not stay in play very long. Its career ended in 1981.
Damn.
Fruit
Yeah,
Brutes.
okay. This part of the video, so far, I'm 3 for 3 or 4 for 4 that I would like to try. The first ones, yeah, I don't know about those.
Career ended in 1981.
That career ended.
Fruit Brute cereal was made by General Mills and was introduced in 1974. The cereal was described on the box as a fruit-flavored frosted cereal and marshmallow bits.
Wow.
The mascot for the cereal was a werewolf, also named Fruit Brute. The cereal is long gone, but apparently Quentin Tarantino must have been a fan. It made cameo appearances in 1992's Reservoir Dogs and also the 1994 film Pulp Fiction.
This feels like to me like he's speaking another language because I am not. All these references are flying over my head. All of them. I'm like, who's that? What is that? What is this, guys? You guys gotta let me know how true these things are because for all I know, he could be speaking another language and I wouldn't know because this is. I don't even know what he's talking about right now.
The problem with candy bars is that they just don't last long. This is something that the Mars Candy Company wanted to help out on.
It tastes.
They introduced the Marathon Bar in 1973, and it was 8 full inches of braided caramel
8
covered in milk
inches.
chocolate. The commercials had a cowboy guy proclaiming it was a candy bar that you can't eat quickly. The bright red packaging actually featured a ruler on it so you would know exactly how long it was.
Okay, that's good packaging.
The bar was discontinued in 1981.
That's a long bar. To be honest, it's not that long. It's not that long. But Marathon, okay, this is great branding though. Great branding.
The bar was
You
discontinued
guys let me know if you tried that one.
in 1981.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Did you love tuna as a kid? Or maybe your mom was just trying to always serve it to you? Maybe you just wanted to try something different with your tuna. How about tuna twist?
Huh?
This rocked the world in the 1970s. The seasoning combined a blend of veggies, herbs, and spices.
Seasoning.
It came in 3 flavors, onion, cheddar, and Italian.
That doesn't
All you
sound
had to
good.
do was add your can of tuna, mayonnaise, and a pack of tuna twist.
That
The
doesn't
product
sound
was
good.
marketed as a meal extender, and it could turn 4 sandwiches into 6. The commercials at the time were pretty catchy too. I'm Sir Celery. I'm Miss Parsley. We're the Onion Twins. A tuna taste, fresh as a garden. There was one small problem with tuna twist, which turned into a big problem. It contained a textured vegetable protein that made people sick, and the product was removed from the
That's
shelves.
tough. That's actually tough. That's not funny. That's unfortunate, guys. If any of you guys experienced that, let me know because my heart goes out to you guys. Wow. But tuna twist. See, I already was like, I'm not going near that. So maybe there was a reason for that. Maybe. Maybe there was a reason for that, but hey.
How about some mugga lunch? It was exactly how it sounds. Add the ingredients to a mug, then just add boiling water and wait 4 minutes.
What?
This meal was introduced in 1976 by Betty Crocker, so it had to be good, right? It came in a few different varieties like macaroni and cheese,
Wait,
spaghetti.
who introduced it so it had to be good?
This meal was introduced in 1976 by Betty Crocker, so it had to be good, right?
Yeah, I don't know who Betty Crocker is, so... But this is like pot noodles before pot noodles, no?
It came in a few different varieties like macaroni and cheese, spaghetti, and beef noodles with gravy.
Some of that.
Nowadays, the modern microwave versions make this seem less amazing.
Right.
Remember
Yeah, I gotta try that. And I gotta try it in a mug as well.
Concentrate cereal? This wasn't new in the 70s, and it was made by Kellogg's and was released in 1959, but it still sold until the late 1970s when it was removed from the shelves. If you were a kid, then you probably stayed away from it as it looked like some type of goldfish food, but your parents might have eaten it. It was promoted as the greatest concentration of nutrients ever offered in a single all-purpose food.
Is that true?
If you were having a dinner party in the 70s, all you really needed as a snack was some crackers and Nabisco's Snack Mate cheese. It was introduced in 1966, but it remained really popular throughout the 70s. Everyone always felt like a professional confectionery trying to spray the cheese, and if you were really daring, you could just go straight for your mouth. The product can still be found, but
I know you guys are doing that way. You guys like just do some of the most interesting things. Like, you know, I like go outside. Like, I've never gone outside before for fun. You know, I know you guys are spraying that in your mouth for fun. I just know. I could just tell.
Really daring, you could just
That's such like 1970s thing to do, and it spray Snack Mate in your... Well, I don't know. I'm just guessing, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Straight for your mouth. The product can still be found, but they have changed the name to Easy Cheese.
Okay, wow. They still have
Huge shopping malls were all over the place in the 70s.
Really?
They were the perfect place to get all your shopping done and also grab a little bite to eat.
Oh, that makes sense.
If you were having a party, then maybe you stopped by the Hickory Farm store for some delicious snacks. Not only could you get cheese, crackers, and a sausage roll, but you could also get one of their chocolate bars. Wow. Nowadays, malls seem to be disappearing, and so are the Hickory Farm stores.
Yeah, that's
but at least some of the snacks can still be found.
Yeah, quite a few of these things must be also American things. So take what I'm saying a pinch of salt, because I'm also, not only am I young, but I'm like, well, like compared to a lot of these things, I was born after these things. But I'm also British, so you know, this might just be more of an American thing. But yeah, like malls are just like slowly getting like, it's actually kind of sad, man. It's actually kind of sad.
Packaging in the 70s was completely different. Ding dongs came wrapped in foil. Con swirls had a foil bottom, and chocolate pudding came in a tin can.
That looks sick.
Something about that just seemed to make it taste better.
That looks sick.
And how about Swansons TV dinners?
That good.
They weren't new, and they have their roots back in the 40s and the 50s, but they came on aluminum trays too.
Aluminum trays.
With more dual-income households, Mom had less time to cook.
Wow.
Pop these things in the oven, and 45 minutes later, you had a good meal. The crazy thing is, we never really thought about having to wait that long to eat. Kids nowadays really just don't understand the struggle we had to go through.
Really?
And if your peas got in your cherry dessert, it was like a free game of operation trying to get that out. Heaven forbid your green beans got mixed in and baked with your brownie.
The closest thing I can think of to that is like yogurts that do like separate parts in it, but or just some ready-cooked meals that just do similar things. But yeah, aluminum foil and like tin for chocolate in the tin, like I've never, that is interesting, but I would love to try that as well.
Your green beans got mixed in and baked with your brownie. I hope you enjoyed this little look at some of the long-lost snacks of the 1970s. They were simpler times, but we had a lot of options. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Wow, like, yeah, guys. Wow, this got 1.9 million views. Like, and I generally don't know. Like, I think there's 90% of the things, if not 100% of the things he mentioned here, I don't know. But you guys let me know if a lot of this stuff is true, if you guys tried any of those, if what were your favorite snacks, and were there any that he missed out that I didn't check out on this reaction. But yeah, guys, if you made this point, comment down a blue heart so I know my real ones are, and I know who made this point. And of course, guys, with that being said, I'm your boy JayFlex. It's been classic foods of the 1970s. And for those of you guys at this point, it has been absolutely wonderful. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.